How are you guys?
Good.
Well, how are you?
Well, thanks. I got to watch Chloe last night, or at least the first few episodes, and really enjoyed it. So let's
Great.
jump right in.
All right.
So, what do you think Chloe has to say about kind of the whole issue of social media and lurking? And, what sort of issues did the script bring up for you guys?
Well, I think, you know, lurking is such a great word. And I think
Mm-hmm.
everybody lurks. And I think if they say that they don't lurk, I'm not sure if they're telling the truth. Like, everybody lurks. I think immediately the show is relatable, right? Because we all recognize that in ourselves. I think it also shows the kind of vulnerable position and the vulnerable feelings that can be conjured by tapping into social media and lurking. I mean, lurking can make you feel vulnerable. So I think it just shines a light and highlights all aspects of social media, whether they're good or bad.
But as much as we want to, not say that our feelings are put into it, social media constantly is from an emotional place. We're constantly either comparing ourselves emotionally or trying to have someone, what's the word? Affirm.
Validate.
To have someone
Yes.
affirm that we are doing a good job or that we look great or this, that, and the third, So yeah, along with lurking. That's a good word.
It's a good word.
So, talk about a scene maybe for both of you that was, either the most interesting to perform in or the most difficult on the shoot.
Well, the bathroom scene. The bathroom scene where Becky and I confront each other in the first episode, was really great. It was the first time that Aaron and I really got to intensely go back to back and act with each other. And I remember, funny enough, we were talking about this earlier, but how Aaron and I had talked about, let's make it like a stage performance. Let's put all of our emotions and passions into the scene. So it was great. That's also one that stands out in my mind.
I think for me, it would probably be the last scene of the season, which you haven't got to yet. So I don't want to give anything away, but I'll just say it's the first time that Liv meets Becky.
For real.
Like for real.
Yeah.
And it's a really potent emotional scene, and it was my last day on set, and it was difficult but lovely.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about your characters. Was there something that you identified with in these characters that maybe helped you with your portrayals?
Yeah, I identified with Josh's passion, his intense passion, and what I learned was, that he has an understanding that I have to tap into, a non-judgmental spirit, one that is just very along for the ride, and not really thinking about the end result, but just having fun, So yeah, for Josh, that was something that was very captivating for me.
I think Alice did such a brilliant job, and half the work really was kind of done
It was already done.
for us.
Yeah.
All we needed to do was lift off and make our own. But I know girls like Liv, and I went to school with girls like Liv, and in some respects she's a heightened version of me. And as soon as I read, I think it was her first scene, I was just completely besotted with her. I was just like, she's quite cool.
Yeah.